8,
Hey guys, this is
7,
John, and I'm playing the Hourly Bullet
6,
Arena on
5,
lichess.org. This
4,
is the
3,
tournament immediately following the
2,
last tournament I played
1,
that turned out to be
0.
pretty strong, so we'll see what happens in this one. We got Seppo and, oh, Mr. Tony Rotella. Hello to you, Tony. Long-time viewer of the channel. I'm going to berserk this game because I'm feeling confident right out of the gate against Alejandro. Alejandro? Something. Let's see if we can chase around his knight a little bit. Let's grab all the space with f4 even. Very important when you're berserking to grab space and play for the attack, right? Woo, he's going to open it up. I will gladly play to open the positions if he so desires. Theoretically, that should help me as the berserker. Really want to get at e6, so hence I'm going to do this little knight maneuver. Also, knight takes h7 as a threat. Ooh, this is not going to turn out well for him after this. He's got to run there with his king. This does not look good. Queen takes f5. Now we're threatening stuff against this. Lots of discoveries. Just take that. Just bank some of that material. Let's give it check. Then we'll play bishop g5. Just pin him. He's got a lot of issues. Just castle. We don't have to cash in on that pin yet. Let's give it check. Yeah, I mean, he's way down on material now. So we can do this. Just pre-move a little bit now. Go knight d5, knight e7. Go pick up that rook. Kick that out of there. Go get a queen. All right, he resigned. Back to tournament. So 3 points to start out. Didn't play Seppo in the first round. That was kind of an odd pairing, wasn't it? Usually I get like a top guy if I'm playing someone in the first round. You never know, though. Tybalt is constantly tweaking with the pairing system and trying to make it better. All right, Chessbrot T. I'm not going to berserk him. He's 22, 23, and we berserked that first game, so I don't think there's a big reason to berserk the second one quite yet. Let's take. Let's play bishop d2. This is one of the lines I used against Grunfeld. All right, let's do this. We'll play bishop g5 and then go for e3. I think this is reasonable. Probably put the bishop on e2 to break the pin. Let's play h3 and just see if he trades. He does, okay. Now what? Is he going to play for e5? He probably should. Okay, let's open this up. I just want to see which way he recaptures or whatnot. You take with the bishop like he's doing. I'm going to do something a little odd looking, but I think could be decent. Let's go knight a4. I'm just trying to play against that c6 pawn. That's the main thing. Let's come here. Maybe rook b4, but I have b3 if he does that. All right, let's play a3. If knight d3, I'm going to go take c6. This is how to do it. All right, so let's do this. So he's going to win a3, but we win here. Got to watch the back rank. Don't want to get back rank checkmated. Now he has kind of a hard time leaving the own back rank because there'll be constant threats. Guess he can take on g3, can't he? I'm going to keep this for that reason. Let's give a check here. Let's come here. Not quite sure what I'm going to do, but let's just kind of shadow that piece and see what happens. Maybe I can get bishop g7 in. Thinking. Just got to be mildly careful. Yeah, something like this can happen. I'm just going to wait him out a little bit more. I'm way up on time. I didn't see that actually, but this is probably okay. All right, let's take there. So now we have 2 connectors, at least. Connected past pawns. I could have taken that h5 pawn on the previous move. Let's give it a check. Push e5. All right. So we won that game. Took a little while, though, so I have 5 points. Several people have 5 points or 4 points. 77 players. Mainline novelty. All right, just play this game normal. Let's play g6 again. This opening's been working out pretty well for me. And I'm playing a little bit different. I'm playing it in kind of a modern way, where you go for b5. So let's do this and attack e4, and then go a5. Let's play this. I'm going to go for c5. That's what I'm planning on doing. Okay, so he closes it down. It'll be a little hard, I think, for white to attack me on the king side. This pawn on h5 provides a nice buffer. I'm going to play for b3, probably. Let's first do knight g4 to attack that valuable dark square bishop. Probably wants to save that, but that's already a little awkward. Let's do this and open it up. I'm willing to give a pawn just to see how this plays out. And you can play that way to try to keep it closed. I'm not taking that bishop yet. I feel like he's not going to move it anyways. So maybe I don't have to take it quite yet. All right, let's castle now. This leads to some interesting positions. Not sure I should have allowed that. I'm going to come here. Probably sack and exchange. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't have played it this way. He's going after this pawn. Okay. Well, let's take there just to drag him back. Really? Okay. Well, now I might be down 2 exchanges, but hopefully that doesn't matter. Oh, he hung his queen, and I didn't even see it. Okay, now we can take here, then back that up. You can take d5. Now we're getting this in, though. All right, back to tournament. Yeah, you see those modern positions, especially with like d6 and a6, like lead to some pretty intense games sometimes. Especially when white castles on the queen side, kind of castles right into an attack. Hello to you, Ron Depp. Are you going to play the Ron Depp gambit? Nope, no e5 this time around. Ooh, doing that, okay. He's sacking a pawn. That's how he's going to play it. Well, let's just develop normally, I guess. Pawn is a pawn, and we currently have an extra one. Let's play for e4 and then probably a3 here after. Let's not play d5 quite yet. I'm going to hold off on that move for now. Come here and chase the queen a little bit. Let's do this, guarded b pawn a bit more. Maybe knight c5. Not quite sure yet. Could almost play e5, but I don't think it's quite working. Let's go knight back here. Then kind of x-ray that queen. b5 wins a piece. Let's come here, look for further trades. Yeah, and he hung the queen. Okay, let's come here, attack c6. No resignation from Ron Depp, but there we go. All right, so I'm in first place, 13 points, going well so far. Only one berserk that first game. Let's see if we can hold this lead, huh? I'm not going to berserk this one. I'm in the lead, so let's just keep it rolling. 1953, it's kind of a marginal berserk anyways, so really getting a lot of Gingy Indians. This in the last tournament. Just been kind of feeling in a modern type mood. Modern, Gingy, all that stuff. I think this opening works great if white plays like kind of in the style that they're playing right now. Like a little bit passive. Kind of letting black like have the setup that they want. It tends to work well against that. You know, here I'm just winning an easy pawn. d2 is under attack. This is very bad for him. Let's just take that. I don't see why not. Let's come back here. Now this is kind of trapped. Maybe I can even move my king over and take it. Let's take here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything stopping me from going over and taking that guy. Maybe he has knight c4 now, maybe. Knight c4 I can check here and then go take the knight. Okay, so he's going to try to play... He's going to try to play bishop a6 had I tried to trap his piece. Let's do this and attack here. Yeah, now we're winning more material. Let's just push the a-pawn. Go after the bishop. Threaten a backranker. Go attack that knight. We'll gladly trade that. Bring our king up, pin him. All right, let's just push this. He's totally pinned down. Okay, and he resigned. Back to tournament, so still clinging to a 1-point lead. Chess for Life is right up there too. Probably will end up playing him. Knight factor. Let's continue the G6 train. It's a lot of fun, right? Let's go here. Now we're going to get a closed Sicilian-ish position. Just going to go knight Ge7. Yeah, this is often what they do. I probably shouldn't have allowed f5. I'm going to try to stop f5 now. You could have played it on the previous move. Let's go here and maybe knight d4. I think that would be a sensible strategy. Let's see if he wants to take. He's going to try to run me over with those pawns, but how much do we mind? Let's give a check here. Maybe c6 also would have been good. Now I want to open the position up and get at his king. Let's do this. My bishop's a little bit buried, but will it matter? Hopefully not. Let's come here. Threaten some discoveries like f4. I'm going to come here and maybe double up the rooks even. Just to free up some stuff. Like knight g6, for instance. Let's do this. I think there's a chance he could get hurt after this. Let's give a check here. Now I'm going to take e4 on the next move and just really try to open this up. Threatening rook h2 mate. And queen h3, actually. That's bad. Okay, check. Yeah, at the very least, I think I win a piece. So I can take here. He can check on d5, but I just go king over. Yeah, this is safe enough, and I'm still threatening queen h2 mate. Okay, so get a nice victory there. Once again, still the 1-point lead. I think it's going to probably come to a head with Chess for Life 23 pretty soon. All right, Kowalski, let's berserk this game. Hopefully not too risky of a move. Blunders a pawn. A lot of people blunder the e6 pawn in exactly that fashion. You know, they get over-eager to make their move and they just outright blunder that pawn. Let's come here, and I want to get something going against this. I don't think the Greek gift would have worked on the previous move, so hence I'm playing it like this. Let's do this, maybe queen g6. Queen g4 actually would have been good too, I believe. He has knight f8 to control everything. He drops this though. Okay, we'll take that. Let's come here and just try to swap those rooks. Yeah, now we're up a piece. He's got to play for something. Hurry, John. Use these pawns in the center. Ooh, he's dropping lots of stuff. Oh boy. Yeah, he just hung his rook outright. Come on. Let's see if we can checkmate him with our limited time. I didn't anticipate that. Mate? Oh, got the mate right at the end. 0.8 left. Somehow engineered a mate scenario right there. I don't know how. All right, pot pie dude. We're going to scan e2. Stabilize the boat a little bit. That last game was too close of a call. Just play some standard looking stuff. Be knight bd7 on the next move. All right, let's take here. Let's threaten h2. I don't expect him to fall for that, but whoa, he actually did. Okay, now his king is getting driven out. This is quite nice for us. Let's just go here. I'm going to leave his king in the danger zone for a moment. Let's back that bishop off if we can. Okay, let's just go e6. You can play rook h1 and try to take back the file, I suppose. Let's do this, though. My rooks are connected. I can take e3. I think taking e3 would be a good idea soon. Just to further expose his king. Let's play for an endgame, why not? I'm up 8 seconds. I didn't checkmate him, but this is still quite acceptable. All right, let's take here and then go here. Maybe play for g4. Let's do this. See if we can get at b2 even. Still like our chances with that time differential. Okay, let's just do this. Break up his pawns. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. Meant to play rook d6. These mouse slips are getting the best of me. All right, now I got to somehow get my knight working in good fashion. What's he going to do about my g-pawn, though? I can go pick this up. All right, well, I got pretty lucky there. No doubt about that. But I did make a blunder. Yeah, that rook to d5 move or whatever it was. All right, Chess for Life is still cruising. I'm just going to play normal, chess e96. Don't feel the need to berserk yet. Let's play d6 once again. Let's go for c5, sure. Maybe enter a dragon. Not an opening that usually figures into my repertoire, but hey, there's a first time for everything, right? Let's go for h5. This is not a good move, actually, in this position. Definitely not. Is that really possible? Guess he's not losing a piece that way. All right, let's do this. So how am I going to get that knight out? Guess I got to play for e6 and knight e7, huh? Way not on time, too. At least he backed that up. Let's do this. And then we'll take here. And then I'm going to take on d5 with the knight and try to get at c3. Castle. My dark squares are incredibly weak around my king, but hopefully it doesn't matter. Let's sack the exchange. I think this could be all right. Let's come here. I'm threatening f4 with check. Let's come here. I'm trying to play it like a true dragon player would. That's my goal right now. Give it check. Check again. Let's come here. And he could take d7, couldn't he? I keep thinking I have a check on a1 when I actually don't. Let's give it check. Come back. This is not so great. Ooh, would he drop his queen? Let's go after c2. Go pick that up. Bring this over. All right, I think I'm going to be checkmating him soon. All right, mate. Shaky game. You can see that the dragon is not part of my usual repertoire, but nevertheless, we get the win, and I'm 6 points ahead right now. Let's see if we can keep it up. So Chess for Life lost a game. I wonder who he lost to. Maybe Seppo? Maybe someone else? All right, Goez. Let's just play normal against you. Let's play queen b3. This move is not good at all, but I like to play it in bullet. It actually has a pretty good score in the database, but I think that's mainly because black just doesn't know how to respond to it. Let's play for a4 and try to stop any b5 business. Maybe go for e4. Okay, let's still try to force this. I want to force through e4. Yeah, if he takes, I'll take with the knight. I'm threatening e5 right now, so take again. Could try to get on the file, but I cover all these squares, so it's quite nice for me. Let's go here. I can't go c5 because he has bishop e6, which is kind of annoying. Ah, but now I can do it, actually. Bishop e6, I take his bishop. Yeah, so that was a oversight on his part. All right, I'll just take that pawn. Let's badger him with a trade. Further bother him. Yeah, now I can take that bishop next move. And we will be winning. Let's come over here. Maybe queen g6 next. Let's just do that. All right, checkmate. So good win against Goes. Seppo's still hot on our tail, though. He's got 6 points. That's not out of reach. Someone says, Fins, congrats on your games with Alexander Grishuk. Thanks. Appreciate that. I'm going to berserk against Bogan. Make this a... Just trying to do a move to get in front of Seppo. Like, really put some distance between me and Seppo. A little bit risky, though. I don't know about the wisdom of berserking when you have a lead, but things have been going well. That was not a good move by me. Not at all. He could have taken on c3 and I would have had trouble. All right, so it looks like we're going to get a good attack here. Knight g5, threatening knight f7. This is really pretty ugly for him unless he finds some defense. Actually, I don't have to do that. I can play knight f7 next. Yeah, this is not looking good for him. Just go take that. I don't think he's going to be able to avert mate here. This is checkmate. All right, so key victory right there. Berserk win, we got it fast, and now we're 11 points. Now I don't feel any need to berserk the rest of the way. Yeah, and certainly given that my opposition is Kingslayer right now, I'm not going to do that. Decent player. Let's take, then play knight f6 and maybe go for d5. So we have a Pana-Bofinic formation. All right, let's take, now that he's committed the bishop. Common thing, like you wait for the bishop to move and only then do you actually take on c4 as opposed to taking on c4 immediately. Let's go here, attack this bishop, maybe knight c2. I'm going to try to incite some exchanges. Also unleash my bishop a little bit. d5 is quite weak for him. Let's just take that. Looks like a free pawn. Let's come here. I could go to c6, but he could trade, and I was worried a7 might be weak. Here I have this move, and I'm attacking both of these. All right, he resigned. 47 points. This one's going well. 3 minutes and change remaining. Pot pie. Let's give him g6 too. We'll see what happens. Let's play it this way, though. We'll play the Gurgenidze variation. Go here and knight f5. All that good stuff. Let's go here and try to break up those pawns. He can maybe take it. I'm going to try to stop him from playing b4. We'll see what he has to say about that. Don't know if I'll be able to win that pawn. Kind of remains to be seen. Let's just defend, I suppose. Queen a4 could be played. Or take and then queen a4. But I can just castle, and if he takes, I have queen d7, so that's all right. All right, let's take once, and then take again. I'm going to try to get my queen to d5, I suppose. Not sure how great this plan is, but let's go here, attack f4. He's going to take d4 now. I don't know. Hard to say what's going on in that position. Hope my queen doesn't get trapped. I don't think it will, but be lying if I said I wasn't worried. Okay, let's do this. Let's attack that b4 pawn. I'm going to go after g4 after this. Ooh, that's a big blunder by him. Now we're going to win. Oh, maybe not. Rook c3 mate is a threat. Oh, no. Again. Ooh, okay. I thought I almost blew it against Popeye Dude again. Played Rook D1. I mean, it was a good last-ditch attempt. He was losing on the board and on the clock, and he tried to catch me pre-moving and lose the rook. All right, Seppo. So this is going to be the final game of the tournament. It's almost certainly not going to count. We've got the tournament locked up, so let's see what he does. Let's play it aggressive against him. I think I can take here. This is the proper way to do it. Let's play knight f3. Let's go e5. Sure. Just open up the center. And then we'll play bishop d2. So now I'm resorting to this move. Let's go knight g5. Not so sure about this. All right, I guess we'll do this. Yeah, this is not good. I don't think. Let's just threaten mate for now. See how he reacts to that. I do have the two bishops, but not exactly what I wanted out of this opening. Well, official tournament time has expired, but I would still really like to win this game, obviously. Bragging rights, all that stuff, you know. Let's go h3. I'm just not sure I want to trade on that square yet. Let's come here. Yeah, d2. I'm going to come here. You can take c4, though. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Just wasn't sure how to react. Now you can play king b7. Yeah, this is a really bad position. He has knight f2. This is quite bad. All right, I'm just going to do this. It doesn't work at all. He can take and then play queen back to b7, but now he can take c3 if he wants. All right. Well, I lost that one. Okay, so we lose the final game, but we win the tournament nonetheless. So we got 51 points to Seppo's 44. Pretty good. It's been a while since I've had a perfect tournament, if you don't count that last game. But yeah, I think I berserked selectively. Worked out pretty well. This tournament was pretty strong. Maybe not quite as strong as the last one, but pretty strong nonetheless. So hope you guys enjoyed that. All right, I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.